Hey everybody, Visual Teacher here, showing you the quickest, easiest way to draw a great white shark. So let's get started. First of all, here are my materials. It's one piece of plain white paper and one black marker. The first thing I'm going to do is put a dot over here, close to this edge. Then I'm going to go over to the opposite edge, and I'm going to make another dot right about here. After that, I'm going to connect these dots, but I'm going to sort of have it rise up slightly in the middle, kind of like a little mound, like that. And this is going to be the shark's back. The next thing I'm going to do is come back here to this end, which is going to be the nose, and I'm going to bring one line down just like that. My next step is I'm going to leave a little bit of space for the mouth, bring one more line down like this, and then I'm going to angle one line here this way, and then create this notch, and then bring the two lines together to make a triangular fin. These are called pectoral fins. They're kind of like the wings on an airplane. They help keep the shark stabilized while it's swimming. And I'm going to fix a little mistake here by putting a black tip on the fin, which is something that great whites do have. Show there's two fins and one on the other side. I'm going to come over here, and then I'm going to do the same thing. For my next step, I'm going to start with another curved line for the belly or the underside of the shark, and slowly bring it closer to this other line as I approach the tail. Okay. From there, I'm going to come up to the middle of the shark's back to make that famous triangular dorsal fin. Notice there's another notch right here. And for my next step, I'm going to come over to the tail. Unlike a lot of sharks, great whites have tails that have fins where the length of the upper fin is about the same length as the lower fin. So I'm going to bring one curved line up like this, bring it in slightly, come back down on the other side, and then I'm just going to kind of slowly bring it to a point here. As I trace back over this line, make it a little thicker and easier to see. And that's our tail. Next, I'm going to come back over to the space that we left for the mouth. You'll notice that this line comes down just a little bit where the upper jaw is. It just kind of gives it that realistic touch. And I'm going to have one line that curves in like this, and then another is going to curve up to meet it where the lower jaw is. Now I'm going to start adding more details. Halfway between the top of the head and the mouth, I'm going to draw a circle for the eye. Great whites appear to have eyes that are solid black. And what I'm going to do is draw a tiny circle inside, which I'm not going to color in. When we show light reflecting off of an animal's eye, it makes it look much more alive. Now I'm going to come over here and put a nostril near the nose above the mouth. Also, most sharks have 5 gills, and they're right here between the corner of the mouth and the pectoral fins. 3, 4, 5. Of course, what's a shark without teeth? So on the inside of the mouth, on the top jaw, I'm going to put these large triangular teeth up here, and then I'm going to go down to the lower jaw for some narrower curved teeth underneath. For my next detail, I'm going to come back towards the back end of the shark, put another triangular fin here, a small rectangle shaped fin near the tail, and then two more fins side by side underneath here near the tail as well. Now great whites have this line that sticks out here. It's called a keel, and it helps stabilize them in the water. So I'm going to keep one of those there. Then I'm going to head back over here to draw a line. This line is going to separate the shark's white underside from the gray up at the top. So I'm going to bring that line down like this. And then when we go to color our shark in, we'll leave the belly white and color the rest of it gray. So if I also want to add a few more details, I might want to put the shark up here near the surface of the water with his dorsal fin cutting through. We could also add some straight lines like this to show speed or direction. To show more movement, we could use a trick that a lot of cartoonists use, which is just to add a few curved lines. And perhaps a few bubbles. If you wish, you might even want to add a few frightened fish, just to give your drawing a little more personality. Now, to show the difference between the underwater world and what's above the surface, you might add some lines to represent seagulls off in the distance, like so. Of course, there's a lot of different ways that you can do this, but these are the basics on how to draw a quick and easy great white shark. Go ahead and give it a try.